Welcome back to my channel. So today I've got my friend Shweta here with me and I've done a makeover for her. This is the look I came up with. It's a green smoky eye. And if you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
So if you want to see how I get this look, then please keep on watching. Starting with a clean face, I'm just gonna moisturize her face a little. She's a little on the drier side, so I'm just moisturizing her face really well here, and then I'll go ahead with Nivea aftershave balm as a primer. So I'm just blending this and pushing it well to her skin till it becomes a little tacky. Then I move on with foundation, and I'm so sorry guys, I lost the clip for this step. I used the Face and Body foundation by MAC and L'Oreal Infallible foundation, and I mixed both these two together to get the right color for her. And then moving on with concealer and highlight, I'm using the LA Pro concealer in the shade Natural just to conceal and highlight her under eye. And I'm just placing this product underneath her eyes and blending it in using a damp beauty sponge by Real Techniques. Using the same concealer, I'm going to place this on the center of her face, starting from her forehead down to the bridge of her nose, around her mouth, her cupid's bow, and where I'm gonna and right under where I'm gonna contour, and blending this in using the same damp sponge. Next, I'm gonna set and bake her under eye, and I'm using Mary Kay loose powder for this. And using the same powder, I'm just setting all the areas where I've concealed using the same sponge. And to set her whole face, I'm using Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Next, moving on to eyes, I'm gonna prime her eyes using the Essence Eye Heart Stage Primer, and I'm just placing this on her eyelids and blending it using the help of my finger, and setting it using the same powder that I used on her face. And for eyeshadow, first I'm gonna take Maybelline the Nudes palette, and taking this taupe color eyeshadow, I'm gonna place this a little above her crease using a blending brush. And this is gonna be our transition color. Next, taking this brown color eyeshadow from the same palette, I'm gonna place this on her crease just to intensify the color a little, to create more depth. And I'm going in back and forth using windshield wiper motion and circular motion to blend in the eyeshadow, making sure there's no harsh lines. So I keep going in back and forth using the same eyeshadow till I'm happy with the color payoff, because this eyeshadow is not really that pigmented. So I'm just blending this in and flicking the outer part upwards to create that cat eye effect. And once I'm happy with that, I'm gonna move on to eyelid, and I'm gonna use this green color eyeshadow by Boots Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna place this using a flat shader brush all over her eyelid. And once I'm done with this, I'm gonna further blend it out using a blending brush just to avoid harsh lines. Taking this green olive shade from my Makeup Revolution Iconic palette, I'm just gonna place this on the outer V just to create more depth, and keep blending it using the same blending brush. Taking that same blending brush that I used earlier, I'm just gonna blend out all the harsh lines. And I'm sorry I keep covering her face with my hair. I didn't realize this until I edit the video. Anyways, so keep blending the eyeshadow till everything is nice and smooth, and taking that matte brown eyeshadow from that Iconic Pro palette, I'm just gonna use that to further blend the eyeshadow. Now before I move on to her under eye, I'm just gonna clean off the excess powder from her face. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna take that same brown color eyeshadow that I used earlier from Maybelline the Nudes palette, and I'm just gonna place this on her waterline and blending it in using the blending brush. And to highlight her brow bone, I'm taking that highlighter from Maybelline the Nudes palette, the lightest shade from the palette, and I'm just placing this under her brow bone and the inner corner of her eyes. Now moving on to brows, I'm filling them in, following the natural shape of her brows. And I'm using a matte brown eyeshadow from that same palette, the darkest brown from that palette, to fill in her brows. Next, I'm gonna contour her cheeks and her nose, and I'm just using my finger here to contour her nose. Then using the Makeup Revolution bronzing palette, I'm taking the bronzer from the palette just to bronze up the outer perimeter of her face, like her cheekbones, her forehead, and her jawline. And for blusher today, I'm using the blusher from the same palette. Now for highlighter, I'm using this MAC pigment highlighter in the shade Vanilla, and I'm just placing this on her cheeks. And now I'm just gonna finish off her eyes. First, I'm gonna line her eyes and flicking it out to create a wing. And I'm using a black eyeliner for this, and this liner is from Neon. And for mascara, I'm using Maybelline Falsies mascara, and I'm just applying one coat of this as I'm going in with false eyelashes later, and applying this to her lower lashes as well. Next, I'm gonna tightline her eyes, and I'm using Maybelline Colossal Kajal for this. And I'm placing this on her tightline and in the outer corner of her eyes. And next, I'm putting on false eyelashes for her. And to complete this look, I'm using a liquid lipstick from Toya Paris in the shade number 21. And now we've come to the end of this video, and this is the complete look. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.